I'm always anticipating a smooth, easy broadcast. It works instantly, and you guys are up, and I see the live chat. All right, everything is working smoothly. I want to actually set up my thumbnail in advance to this too, if I can. Yay. Oh my God. Yes, it worked so well. All right, I'm going to set up my thumbnail while you guys come on. I feel so friggin' amazing. I've done a little what I call sleep therapy over the past. So a couple weeks ago, I had a situation with the dental thing that I was doing. And it really was good because I was able to let go of something that was, a fear. And now I've gone so deep in my power and just like resting, and I feel incredible. I'm just saying. I just feel like completely unstoppable and amazing and incredible and rested. And even something within me, I was wondering, like, why am I feeling so, like, why am I having a hard time with sleep still? Why am I having a hard time with this? And I just like went within and I just asked for like guidance. Like, I want all of my power back. I want to get back in my power. And so literally I was guided. It was so amazing. It was probably the next day, and something told me exactly what I needed to do. And I was taking my thyroid medication. This was interesting. I was taking my thyroid medication at a certain time. And anyway, something just told me take it at this time instead. And within a few days, like I have been like super rested, sleeping like a baby, feeling so solid, feeling so powerful and strong, not feeling any triggers with literally anything. So anyway, that's to me is like just, shifting into, I just saw the version of me that was, having everything kind of just within my system, within my mind, everything in sync and in power. So let's see. I want to talk a little bit about, I've done so many videos. I think most of the videos that I've done on parallel realities, choosing from the infinite, knowing that it's not even multiple choices, it's infinite choices, and making the decision of who you are and what your experience in life is going to be and how you're treated by the people in your reality and the kind of success that you're going to have, that the kind of money that you're going to make, the kind of home that you're going to live in, all of that stuff. You are constantly choosing. I think where a lot of you guys start to get caught up is that you're not quite applying all of the trust in the process. And then you get caught up in the 3D so much. If you feel like you're getting caught up in the 3D, you need to stop yourself, because as soon as you get caught up in the 3D again, you are making choices out of the infinite, and you're choosing depending on what your old belief system is reflecting back to you. Then you go fall into victim state again. You fall into choosing again a new assumption. And it's going to be an assumption that is actually of the old version of you and the old version of your life. So, in order to kind of outgrow that, and I really want to make my thumbnail if I can while I'm doing this, in order to outgrow that version of you, you have to stop constantly observing the things that you don't want. And you can do this in a number of ways. I wanted to talk about a few clients that really inspired me from last week. Let me just see. A lot of you guys are coming on now. Let me give you guys some love. Hold on. Whole bunch of love for you. And I'll say hi to you guys, and I'm going to tell about a few people, a few clients that I worked with. And I also got an awesome, amazing, you see, because I'm constantly affirming that I'm such a successful, I'm a successful teacher and coach, and that my clients have amazing movement constantly, and my clients are understanding everything. So then I get to experience my manifestations through that. So there is also, I have a number of things I want to tell you guys in a very short time because I have clients coming up at 11. James, oh my God, James, I literally thought I almost wanted to make a video just for you the other day. I might, if I have time, I might direct something for you in this video. Okay. So, where should I start first? Let me say hi to everybody really quickly. Then I'm going to tell a few stories here about choosing from the infinite realities, some things that I've always incorporated in when I'm making decisions and choices. And for me, it always has been like kind of back against the wall. You just simply don't allow yourself to entertain the old story, but there's going to be a little bit of a process you're going to have to get through sometimes if the thing that you really, 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 really want, and of course, because matters of the heart get to us the most, um, oftentimes when it comes to things related to in a loving relationship, that's when that can be kind of like the Achilles heel. That can almost be like kind of the kryptonite, like that can really get you off your game, but you have to make sure that you realize that, maybe when you met the person that you want and that you love, that you were a different version of you when you allow yourself to be a stronger, healthier, more secure, stable, loving, and trusting version of you, then the people in your reality will also reflect that back to you when you are making that decision that they do reflect it back to you. A lot of people kind of miss that stuff and they stay stuck in their old assumptions and in their old victim state. And sometimes people are manifesting from a rejection story. And then when they do the inner work, then they realize, like, oh, I actually don't actually, this wasn't, this isn't the love of my life. And that's okay too, because then they can make a new decision. Anyway, it's not all the same. And there are different collectives with everybody. And the reason I brought that up is because I had a client that, you know, the email that she sent to me was one thing. And then when we got meeting after about 5 minutes and me asking questions, I was like, hold on, hold on, hold on. So then we got really clear. And as it turned out, I asked her a series of questions and then she ended up basically saying, actually, I don't think I actually know that this is the person that I love. But when I was rejected, from there, I just started trying to manifest them back because they rejected me. And that is really the only reason why. And then, we agreed that, okay, well, then let's just work 100% on you loving yourself and valuing yourself and then see where you are from there. And this is a point where some of you guys get afraid to actually love yourself, which is a problem because then you're not actually, it's like, I had somebody probably about a year and a half ago or so. They kind of fibbed a little bit in their email to me. Then when we were meeting and I was asking them questions, it ended up coming out that they were just afraid to love themselves because they were afraid, I'm afraid if I start loving myself, I'm not going to want them anymore. And I'm like, so you're just going to want to keep draining yourself and being toxic and not valuing yourself. You're willing to literally sacrifice yourself for this person that you don't even know anything about their values. You know nothing about who they are as a person. It's just simply because they were kind of cute and then they rejected you. And now, what ended up, they ended up realizing that I do need to love myself because my life right now, the way it is, I'm so unhappy. I'm so unhappy. And then they did the work and they emailed me a little while later that they ended up meeting somebody wonderful. And I know some of you guys are afraid of that, but you shouldn't be because you should be loving yourself and you should be valuing yourself. All right. Anyway, and there are so many different collectives. All right. So let me just say hi. And then I want to talk a little bit of choosing from the multiple, infinite, excuse me, possibilities. So Diane, hey, Sarah, hey. Diane, you're always like number one. You're always the first one on. So thank you. Sarah, Lisa, you look amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Claire M. Diane, I finally have an appointment booked with you. Yes, I saw that. That's great. Rachel, Jem, Summit, Twinkle, Stardust. Okay, Nefa. God, everybody just jumped. Nefa, hi. I let my SP know that I can no longer engage with them due to their actions. I still want them back, but not in that version. Good. Guess I'm just looking for clarity as I don't want to middle. Well, then schedule an appointment, Nefa. Schedule an appointment. So you want to get super, super, super clear of what you deserve and get super clear of what you want the relationship to look like. And you have to just stay in that and not, you're going to have to release and let go of the old version of you that made those old choices. And then you ended up experiencing out of the infinite, you ended up experiencing what you didn't want with them. Okay. So you're going to have to realize that affirmations are there for you to change your assumptions, and then your assumptions are reflected back to you. But it is very empowering to apply this understanding of infinite possibilities, infinite potentials. They're all existing all at once because all of creation is already done. Recently, I don't remember how long ago it was because, as you guys, I've made it very clear, time is very blurry for me because I just kind of, it just is. But I did a video of using Netflix as an example, understanding, wow, I really just want to make my thumbnail and it's not even showing me the live. YouTube is not showing me that I'm live yet. Okay. um if you imagine your life, there are multiple series of your life, just like when you're watching Netflix and you're flipping through different series. But imagine instead that there are multiple series of your life, and you get to choose which one that you are selecting and which one you're going to continue watching. If you keep changing the channel and going from choosing like you empowered, in love, having a healthy relationship, being secure, choosing each other, being somebody is willing to fight for, okay, that you are completely loved, cherished, adored. Like the relationship is easy, it flows, it's fun, it's happy. And, get really clear on every level and layer who you are, who your partner, spouse, wife, husband is, and how you're treated and how you treat them, who you are to each other. A lot of we statements. See, this is slipping into SP again. It always happens because like I came on wanting to talk about something else and then this always ends up happening. Sorry guys, it just happens because I end up reading the comments and there's nothing wrong with it, but I wanted this video to be about something else and I have a very short time. So I'm going to try to finish this thought, then I'm going to try to bring up a couple other things. But anyway, with anything that you're manifesting, whether it's success, health, love, money, clients, a YouTube channel, no matter what it is, it's always you making the decision. I'm going to choose this out of the infinite potentials. This is my life. I'm choosing this. And then what happens is oftentimes you guys end up doing the inner work, which is great. But then when you're done doing the inner work, you look at that as that was fake. And then you also continue to monitor your life in your 3D for the evidence of it. As soon as you do that, you have switched the channel to another series on Netflix where you are confused, where you don't know your power, where you are in lack. You have to understand this, okay? And it's really as simple as that. So now I want to talk really quickly. So Nefa, if you want me to help you, just reach out to me by email, or you can just book at coreunion.com, book a session, and then we'll get back to you with my next available. So I had a client that I met with last week, and he was going on a trip. His baggage pretty much got stolen. It was in a very busy airport in a I think a very busy city. In the laptop, there were a lot of valuables, excuse me, in the bag, including a laptop that had a ton of, I believe, sensitive data, very important stuff. He was going to this retreat and he needed the laptop. He needed his belongings. It was gone. So he made the decision. He said, I don't know what other YouTubers he's been watching, but he told me that just from like watching my videos, he made the decision. I know that there are infinite choices right now. So I'm going to choose to trust that I'm going to go on this trip. I have enough clothes with me. I'm going to choose that when I get home, my bag is going to be there for me. He made the choice. He didn't allow himself anytime he had a fear when he went on the trip, and he chose to have fun. So he was just being and he was having fun, knowing that he got all of everything he needed back, and he trusted himself. And of course, when he got back from the trip, As soon as he got back, it was a miracle. He said his bag was literally waiting for him on his doorstep. Out of the It was just kind of that kind of thing. I have another client that, and this was before we ever met, but he told me it was based on some of my videos that he's watched. He was telling himself he wants to be, which he already is now, he wants to be a star, a music star. He started affirming over and over and over again, I'm the world's best songwriter. I'm the world's best songwriter. It could have been I'm the world's most famous songwriter, over and over and over and over again, just constantly. He ended up writing, I want to say, an entire album of songs in a matter of something like 12 days. He allowed God to just write the music through him. He made the music. And within a very short amount of time, he ended up with 80,000 listeners on Spotify. Incredible. And he sent me a couple of his songs, and it's really amazing. So we're going to do a collaboration video, most likely. I personally have also, I've manifested. I mean, guys, I've told you so many stories. I've manifested everything from ending up manifesting the version of myself that had an award-winning business with no, the business should have failed immediately. It just should have. I had no experience. I ended up manifesting $100,000 a month. I ended up manifesting homes, cars, $28,000 wire from somebody that was absolutely crazy. I manifested like everything from things with my dog Bella when she was adopted out, but I was like, no, I made the decision. I was choosing from the infinite possibilities. This is my dog. And after I was reacting, and then I said, nope, this is my dog. After Bella was given to another family, sure enough, they ended up reaching out to me, and they ended up giving her to me. So, I mean, you can apply this to literally everything in your life. And I really think that you should. I think that you shouldn't only be focusing all of your attention and energy only on trying to manifest one thing, because when you do that, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself and on that one thing. And that can cause resistance because you are basically saying to yourself, I don't have this. I don't have this. I'm in lack. I'm in fear. So you have to remember that you are constantly choosing from the infinite possibilities. It's not just when you're doing the focused inner work. And I suggest that you do it morning, in the middle of the day, and at night. And I suggest that you do it from the highest level of value and respect and love and appreciation for yourself, for who you are. And if you aren't loving yourself, you need to start there. You need to love yourself. Somebody wrote a book. I didn't read the whole book, but I love the title of the book. But you have to love yourself like your life depends on it. It's that simple. You have to have value for who you are. Okay, so I love you guys so much. I hope that this video helped. Please remember that whatever your attention is on throughout the day is your choice. It is what you are affirming for and is what you are choosing for your life and for your reality. Point blank, black and white, period, simple. So don't manifest from a place of lack and fear. Don't just try to cast people away in your reality because you feel like that's the only way that you can be in your power. You have to instead shift everything and turn it all around and put yourself in a more powerful place. I say that because one of my clients recently, she was kind of putting it on me that I was putting a limiting belief on her when I was saying, but you're manifesting from a place of fear and lack. And so when somebody just kind of like keeps like them, you're not coachable. We're not a good fit. So we're going to cancel this now. We're just going to end it. That's kind of how I am. I don't coach from a place of needing. I don't need clients. I know I'm a good coach. I know that I'm very successful. I know that my clients have a lot of success. So I am very picky and choosy. And I'm not going to continue coaching somebody who's not coachable, who's just going to be in their own limits and fears and then projecting that onto me either. So just cancel, refund, we're good. Then I'll just let, 5, 10, 15 new clients come in just like that. Boom. That's how I just always, that's what I do. I just choose from the infinite of what I want in my reality in every area. And I allow myself to trust in that because I know and I trust that if I have a desire that's deep in my heart and soul, it already exists. So I just let whatever needs to happen in the 3D happen and I remain in trust of it. So I love you so much. And also you got to remember, so like I said, when you choose something, If you come out of doing your inner work and then you're in your fear again, then you're choosing another something. You're choosing the other thing, possibly what you don't want. James, I'm sorry I didn't get to, I wanted to give you some coaching with this video, but maybe I'll do another video. Okay. Love you all so much. Have an amazing day. And remember that you're constantly choosing. If you needed a little help in understanding how this works, feel free to reach out for a coaching session. I love you. Have an amazing